actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Sorry about that. So we are already off. Axel Skate versus Element Officer Frog. And immediate things that we see about the seed. Waterways 9 is very interesting.
Yeah, Waterways is an area with quite a few checks, or with very few checks actually, and 9 in Waterways is huge. I
Yeah.
definitely expect to see runners rush this as early as possible.
Yeah, it's also a relatively late area, which you don't see that many majors in late areas all that often.
Yeah, worth mentioning that in the case of Rando 4, you do need 4 simple keys to access Waterways, as opposed to Rando 3 where just the first simple key would be enough. And as such,
That,
yes, it's very unlikely that major progression will be there.
that is correct.
Something else we should mention is you may have noticed that the runners are starting with 45 majors instead of 46. The reason for this is we do one starting charm at the start of each seed. We give that for free to the runners, and in our case, it happened to be Grimchild, which is one of the majors.
That is correct. So we have one fewer major item to collect than usual.
Yep. As to the starts, we have a stagnant start and a green pot start, with one major checking cliffs. Since Cliffs is a very dense area, I do expect the Cliffs player to take the time to check Cliffs. And after that, I would expect the Stagnus player to go into Crossroads. It seems Skate does just that. We'll have to see it. Shall
Yeah.
see Element as well. Also going left. Nice. Right, no, Skate is going to KP through the long way.
Yeah, not exactly sure why. There is a Vengefly Pogo you can do to get up the right side of that faster. Maybe Skate just doesn't know about it. Skate and Axel are two very accomplished 90% runners. And I think they have branched out into some other categories, but they're primarily speedrunners, more so than Rando players.
Yeah, and on the other side, as far as I know, Element and Frog are almost exclusively Rando players. Yeah, they may have a slight advantage in Rando knowledge.
That is correct.
Nothing that big has been found so far. The first major we
Shopkeeper's
see
Keys
is...
and Cliffs.
Ooh. That could be relevant, because Sly is in logic itemless. You do not need to shade skip to get to Sly.
That's
So,
true.
some wings at Sly Shopkeep could be possible.
Um,
Speaking of wings,
yeah,
happen to be at the Hunter.
yeah. So red team about to get that.
It is nice to see parity in early movement, no team getting unlucky. And this is also very nice when you're a runner. You know you're going to have a bit of a casual seed, and wings movement is by far the most preferred movement for rando players. So it might
Yeah.
be a bit annoying for the speedrunners. And another
And
thing about wings
there's
only
the
move.
other wings at Green Path Cornifer.
Okay.
So we just have a cheeky seed here. Love to see
I,
those.
I guess the seed really wanted to see right side green pot. Yeah.
So we already mentioned waterways being 9. Ancient Basin being 5 is also quite a few for a late game area with not that many checks.
The one big problem with Basin 5 is you could either get everything on your first run, or you can just get nothing and you have 5 majors in Abyss, which
That
has
is
happened to me
true.
in the past. We see Skate using that Grimchild from the set start and checking the Grimchild check. Sadly, nothing there, but good to see the awareness. And a Queen Station Stag, which I guess saves some time. Fungal 2 is really not worth checking right now, so I don't expect any runner to take that.
There's also Weaver's Song at Zelda, which can be used to kill boulders if necessary.
Indeed, a very, very good point.
Rando
Yeah,
doesn't expect you to, but it is something that these runners may know.
Is Weaver Song really not in Easy Logic?
No.
Interesting. In
Okay,
the
so
meantime, there was a Cyclone Slash 14 grubs. It was
yep.
previewed by Skate. And what I was trying to say earlier, one of the only bad things about an early wing start, Dash could be in a lot of places. We have a chance of just waiting 20-30 minutes to see the first horizontal.
Yeah, we could see Dash late.
Frog finding great in Green Pot at the full eater. It's nice to have some early damage to go together with the early movement.
Element about to see that Cyclone Slash.
Meanwhile, Aksel taking care of benchmaking, probably going to find rates on the next check. I really hope they do not forget about that full eater. It might be forgettable. A bit of divergence on the crossroad side. You have Element going into Molek and Skate apparently skipping it and going straight to Gome and towards shops. I think I agree with Skate. When you also
I
have
do
the
as
shop
well.
key, there's such a bigger chance of finding something in Dartmouth at the shops.
Well, Skate doesn't have that. Well, there's a spell. Skate doesn't have that shop key yet. But the other thing I was going to mention is that without a spell, Moloch takes a while. So,
Yes.
although I suppose
And
blue team does have a spell. Actually, they have Howling Wraiths. So,
yep, not
I
using it
suppose I don't
apparently.
just. Yeah.
Uh, I guess you can just forget you have it. I've had that happen.
Yeah.
Let's see if this pays off for Skate. What was that shop they missed? Oh, it was in
It,
Cliffs.
yeah,
Skate
I was
went
in
KP
Cliffs.
immediately. Yeah, that could be punishing actually.
Yeah, that could absolutely hurt.
Element does take care of Molek. Love to see it. Well, both runners on Green Pot side doing Hornet at the same time. You love to see it. Aksel has the fireball advantage, so the any percent runner is at home.
Yeah.
Frog has to use raids, which is unpleasant for Hornet. And doesn't even try to use it at all. Okay. I hope we're not hallucinating the raids.
It's on the tracker.
Okay.
So Hornet had nail upgrade, so that is it for Green Path.
I guess I would like to see the Green Pot runners just go straight to Queen Station.
And
And
that is exactly
Officer
what Frog
Frog.
is doing.
Yep, and gets a piss streak as a reward. That's
Yeah.
lovely.
That is a
And,
lot of early damage.
and where is Axel going? Boulder Shell? I guess Boulder
Looks
Shell is
like
a
it.
checking cliffs. So I think it's better to do it from set start, but it's not a horrible play.
Okay, so we have
Who's
QG Stag. I think that's 17 charms. And an immediate City Storeroom Stag.
I guess with City 5, I would not hate seeing storms checked immediately.
Yeah.
Probably the best way you could enter City. And they don't have a simple key yet, but when you get a simple key, that's also your way to waterways.
And Salubra's Blessing at Balder Shell. The ultimate bait.
Yeah, well, we knew where the shop key was, so we knew Baxter was wasting their time. Of course, he
Yeah.
didn't know it, so it made sense. And we see a Fragile Heart for 0 picked up, I think, at Queen Station Mask Shard. This is very nice because Fragiles are not majors. Fragiles really have the potential to ruin a seed if it's the last thing you're looking for.
Yes, that's true. It's not super likely here with Dirtmouth only being 1, but it is possible.
I don't know. I feel like I am more scared of Dartmouth 1 than Dartmouth 9. Like when it's Dartmouth 1, that's when it puts at the GPZ or some Fragile. Skate going out of his way for this crossroads grub. I guess NMG is also a major and could be relevant. But yeah, I would probably prefer not to see grubs being rushed.
Yeah.
17 is not a lot.
I believe Cyclone was only 14.
You might be correct. Was it 17 charms for something that's Celubra?
It was 17 charms for Queen's Garden Stag.
And a simple key for Skate. And I
That,
think they're the one with City Storm Stag.
yes, Aksel is actually... Yeah, it looks like Axel's in City right now.
That's very good. I would like to see them continue into Waterways. It's a bit obnoxious without dive, but you can still do a decent amount. Well, Frog choosing to do Fungal. I guess they started it before they saw the City Storm, so it makes sense.
Yeah, at least go to
And
Leg Eater here.
yeah, Legator has the benefit of being a shop, and shops in Rando are generally quite good.
Yeah, a shop and a bench. So one thing that's really sticking out in my mind is I believe it was Skate who started in Stagnest, when is he going to go back to Howling Cliffs? Because besides Joni's Blessing, everything there is in Logic.
Yes.
Joni's
Well,
Blessing
do
and
they have
Warp,
a
I
Dream Nail?
apologize.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
have a
they don't have
Dream
Dream
Nail.
Nail.
I assume if they don't have all the Rando experience, they would be thinking it's just one major in Cliffs, and they wouldn't want to do it. But in reality, Cliffs is so fast to clear that you should always clear it. I think like
Yeah,
2 or 3
especially when
minutes
you're
top.
not isolating Boulder Shell or Grim Troop, for example, which neither of those are concerns here.
Yeah, exactly. I think I missed the slide check. Wait, what?
Dash is at 7 Rancid Eggs.
Oh, that's dirt mud cleared, and that's very useful for red.
Yes, that is
Oh,
huge information.
why is blue team putting 2 people in city? I would like to know. Are
That's a
they
good
splitting
question.
city and waterways? Maybe they
Could
don't
be.
even see the simple key yet. Uh, is one of them going to shade skip to right side and go to basin? Oh, dive in waterways at the entrance totem. That is very convenient. Aksel is
Yeah.
extremely happy right now. I really love how Red has handled this. Like just rushing waterways as soon as possible, with the other person just doing the other things.
Yeah. Apart from Skate leaving Cliffs, I really like how Red has handled this.
Yeah, and we can, or we know that the major was not behind Shopkey, so Skate just never punished.
Yeah.
Where is Axel going? Axel is about to be. I have an unhappy surprise because you can't get to Flukmarm or to Junk Pit.
There's the totem here that you can check.
I suppose, yes. I think they will keep going after it, and we will be
Yeah, you can check the
disappointed.
totem and open up the shortcut. I don't dislike this.
Yeah, I suppose. I guess with Waterways 9, any check in Waterways is reasonable.
Yeah.
Yes, something we never mentioned. This race has been pre-recorded, so it happened yesterday evening, and this is the first time we see it on the channel. But yeah, the winner is already decided, and we might just see the runners in chat saying hello.
Yes, I know
And
we've already seen
also,
Axel. Hidden Station Stag in City of Tears.
okay.
So that is a very good way to get to Basin.
The only problem to this is in easy logic, almost nothing is in logic in Basin. I guess the Basin simple claw is in logic and could be true to its name, but anything else requires pogos.
Yeah. Looks like Element is trying to do the shade skip to right side city.
Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. I expect them to get it. Trying for a parry, I see. I
Yeah,
don't
with
think you
only
need one.
two... Okay, there's a simple key at Nailsmith.
Oh no. I've had this happen before, where you just get clipped on the ceiling. You think it's a straight line on that
It's
wall,
not.
but it's not. And that's what happened to Element. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is not bad play, that is just misfortune. Then it seems like they are not going for it again.
Which
Oh, they're
makes
finding a
sense, given that
lantern
you
in the
have the hidden
station.
station. Yeah, so that lantern means we can go to Resting Grounds, we can go to first check in Crystal Keep.
So, I might be wrong, but I think we started with City of Tears 5. We did all of storerooms, tall bench rafters, and we're still at City 5.
Yep.
And, oh, Trampas. Trampas at, I think that's Nail 3.
Yes.
Actually, could be Nail 2. I don't
No,
know if
that's
they
Nail
had a
2.
payload.
That's Nail 2. They didn't have a Pale War.
Ooh. Axel not happy about this. Oh, waiting for a payload buy from Skate. I like this.
Yes, that is very good awareness.
What was that? Got you there. Okay, Nail 3 not going to be important, but Nail 4 does still have a chance.
Okay, let's see what blue team can find in Basin. None of this in Logic as of yet.
Dream Nail at the fountain.
There's a Dream Nail that Element can actually afford. So
This seed has been very generous with money. Or actually, no, I guess just both players on blue team just went to Lamb early. And that paid off.
yes, although had to have been decently generous with relics to get that much.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And Skate is mirroring the play, going into main basin as well.
Yes.
Yes, so far it's quite a balanced race, as in everyone's doing the same thing. And
Yeah.
it's good to see.
Skate not checking the end of White Palace while he has a chance is kind of odd.
That's very easily forgettable. I would not blame them. I assume they will check it before entering White Palace. If they don't, that's when it becomes a big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Officer Frog also opening this shortcut, hopefully. And knows they cannot get to jump, but you'll have to see it. Now Axel going to top left waterways. This is not that bad with wings. And again, with still 8 remaining in waterways, I really like this play.
Yeah. I believe there's only
also...
one thing here on Logic, but I still don't dislike this play with so many majors and waterways. Yes,
yeah.
if you interact with the King's Mold, you can preview what check is at the King Fragment.
And Axel skipped the Rancid deck and the Totem in top left. I hope they are going back for them after getting this map check. And what do we get here? A white fragment. Okay, the pay does play off. Element walking out of
Axel going
payload.
for the bottom check?
I think it's doable, but I don't think it's pleasant.
Not, yeah. It's probably doable, but absolutely not pleasant. It's far better to just take the 2 checks at the top here.
Well, Axel seems to be committed to the bottom instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they want to die for this, that's fine, or if they want to keep trying it, but really just get the totem first.
Frog,
And it
meanwhile,
looks like
is
they're
heading
doing
over
that.
towards the left side of waterways as well.
Nice. Yeah, does Axel just give up? Yeah, I guess Aksel just gives up on top left checks. Unfortunate. I mean, Officer also skipping them. Okay. Yeah, meanwhile, we're seeing Skate doing base impaler. Element did this a bit earlier. So it's insane how long we can keep this symmetry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like
the,
Axel's headed over towards Strong Defender and realizes that either needs Claw or an enemy Pogo and leaves.
and probably also realizes you shouldn't have Grimchild open doing an enemy pogo.
Definitely
Is
not.
Grimchild likes to miss every enemy you want it to hit, and then it really likes to hit Umas and it likes to hit things you're trying to pogo.
Yes. So
Skate doing
Frog,
the broken bridge check, which I really like, as that is a waterways check.
yeah, so Frog has gone down into fungal waste through waterways into Mantis Village. I do like this routing, at least getting the bench here.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fungal Waste 1, but it's most likely to be somewhere around Mantis Village and Fungal Core. And Fungal Core could also be required for the deepness too, so it's not a bad play.
Yeah, it looks like Frog is trying to figure out what is in logic right now, because there's not a ton.
Yeah, I think it would be a very good idea to actually take the time to follow logic here. Because in easy logic, there's really not that many things you can do with wings. So
That's
it's
correct.
likely that Claw is actually quite close to the runners. Does Skate already have enough grubs? No. Okay, just... Oh, going for the egg for dash, maybe. That would not be a bad play. Do we have an
Stagna
egg
Stag
count?
in Mantis Village, which would be nice, except for the fact that we had a cliff start.
Yeah. Can we see by any chance the egg count for the two teams? I
I believe
don't think
red
we
is at
can.
4.
Ooh. And I don't think blue has even seen the dash.
Yeah, blue has no idea about that dash.
Yeah, let's gamble. Do you believe the dash attacks will be the first dash for red?
My money would be on no.
Really?
Or if it is, then there's a claw before then.
Yeah, I feel like it will be, honestly. It's just this seed. And
Oh no,
Element
Element.
doing Flawless Sanctum and having a bit of fun with the
Aksel
Soul
is doing Flawless
Twisters.
Sanctum as well, which makes sense here. Again, not that much in logic. Distant Village Stag and Crossroads.
That's very interesting, except it's deepness too.
Steepness too, but it is things in logic.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Element and Axel going into Soul Master quickly. That should be a fight that's done in 3 shrieks. Unless the guy likes to teleport a lot, which generally does.
Meanwhile, Skate selling to Lem. And Skate going to try to skip to right side city here.
Let's see if the second attempt of this run at shade skipping will work. You actually don't need to shade skip, you can just stay on this wall.
Yeah, you can just get a edge clip on this wall.
Somehow I completely forgot this when Element was trying. Yeah. Let's see. Skate doesn't have dash, so every time you fail, you fall in the water. I think holding a right would be more likely to work. Yeah, there we go.
And
And gets it.
Skate gets it. That is a 5th Rancid Egg, by the way, from Soul Sanctum for red. Blue just got what I believe is their 3rd Rancid Egg.
That is a very big advantage for red. Just the knowledge that they won't have to do Bretta when they get claw, and also the knowledge of their dashes, of course.
Yes.
And honestly, even if it's not their first dash, Shade Cloak is useful as well. It would allow you to not isolate certain checks.
Absolutely.
Element maybe going into C peak. Assume that's where they're going. Yeah, I do like this play. There's at least 2 checks in logic.
Yeah. And the lantern gives you interesting grounds as well. And there's another system key for blue.
I should just send to check GG.
Yeah.
I wonder if there were runs that could shot teams in the I'm guessing not because Red actually gone out of their way by around this.
Yeah.
Maybe blue have some. They haven't got something.
This is
This
here
one's fair.
in distant village.
Okay. What does the stop give us? What's it can use useless? The passing between grandpas is useless. What does that give us?
That is a good question.
If once you get once you
It
get
gives
swim,
us a
that
check
gives
in
you something.
crossroads.
Oh, the acid totem. Yes, you are correct. Now I see Skate opening Pleasure House. This thing is always a major when you don't check it. But now that Skate checks it, it no longer becomes a major. Baited.
Hunter's Journal. Unfortunate.
Aksel doing Shroomologers, and I'm wondering if we've seen
And
right
there's a
side
major.
fumble or left side fumble.
Great Slash in Pleasure House.
Okay. As not the
Meanwhile,
most impactful thing you could find, but still good to take care of it.
yeah, it's good to have. Froggy's in Beast Den.
So Element got the airstall skip to Seamount, but used 3 raids and never
And getting
punished.
bailed out by a Soul Totem.
And the funny thing is, I think Element would have just been fine. I think they had enough distance with just the first 2 raids. But sometimes just out of instinct, you use another one. I mean, Officer Frog doing Beast then. You can get the Soul Totem without shade skipping. I really hope they don't do anything more than that.
Red, meanwhile, going to Leg Eater and buying their 6th Rancid Egg.
And they are getting close to that dash. Just one more. How bad can that be?
There's a Paylor at Crystallized Mound.
Yeah, and I think... Oh, there was a Rancid Egg in Beast then for Officer Frog. They
Yes.
don't know this now, but that's useful. And Element doesn't know about the hazard respawn here in Seamount. You
Yes,
can just... If you're... Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You can explain.
Yeah, if you get high enough, you can just damage tank. You can just take damage on the spikes, and you'll hazard respawn up top where you want to go.
But also
And
with just
Vanilla
Wings,
Descending Dark.
dearest Amate.
Okay, Skate in Rusting Grounds.
I like the crypt check. I guess it's RG1, but still.
I like the Crypts check. using the tram pass to get there rather than the lantern. And dive. I'm not sure if I agree with that though.
Yeah. I think I would prefer seeing it done from Seamount,
Yeah.
which is what the Element is doing right now. Very nice by them, and I really thought I just cursed Element that took 0. I guess we are fine.
Okay,
No.
Frog getting another Rancid Egg in Deep Nest.
I think they're at 5?
That is 5.
And they don't have
there's
the one
one
at Grubs.
There's one at Leg Eater as well that I don't think they have.
Okay, so as soon as blue team checks GG, they have dash advantage. Which they have 3 simple keys by now. They should be checking it. So again, it's Dartmouth 1. I can understand why they're not doing it.
They have 3? I think they only have 2. I could be misreading, though.
I'm not sure if it counts the used ones as well. It could just be 2. But even then, 2 is enough. Because
Yeah.
the usage of simple keys is not synced. And that was
And
a
there's
dash
a
at
dash
Seer.
at Seer.
And your gamble was correct. It was not the first dash at GG. Yeah, this is a very big advantage for red team. They have a dash, have knowledge of 2 dashes, and blue has neither.
Blue is about to get that first dash, though.
Oh yeah, you are right. Element is going to Seer. Hopefully they have enough essence. I did not check the value.
That's true. We don't know what it is. So they may not have enough essence for it. They do, though.
They are good. Not checking the rest? Okay. I'm a bit confused by Element not checking the rest of Seer, but maybe they just have a feeling. Aksel doing Mantis Lords. The 2 worst words in the English language. And this is completely out of logic, but
I
actually,
don't
no,
understand this play either.
Actually, it couldn't be good at all. Claw literally cannot be there, and other than Claw, you don't really want anything.
Yeah. Claw is the big thing you're looking for right now.
Yeah, I feel like whichever team just hard focuses on following the logic is the team that's going to win right now.
Okay. Simple key behind shop key, I believe.
Interesting. And Baylor.
So now
Actually,
blue absolutely should check egg shop.
I think they're doing it.
And that looks like what Element is doing. Also,
Why is
Element, you
Element
have
not
dash.
dashing?
There we go.
I love how we are sharing a brain cell there. Yeah.
You just need, as a comm, you just need to complain about something, and then the runners automatically realize and fix it.
Yeah, I was going to joke about runners watching the stream, but then I realized they ran yesterday, so it wouldn't really help them, and they probably are watching the stream. And Element doesn't have enough for them. He could get enough rancid eggs, but I don't think he cares. Yeah, Axel cheating, SMH. Yeah, Frog trying to go to top left waterways. You can just get a warp on that right side where he was trying to jump, and that's the easiest way to do the skip.
Yeah.
Oh, don't go to the Mosk Shard. If you go to the Mosk Shard, you are stuck there.
That's
I
correct.
always
There's
do
a
the-
hazard respawn down there, and you will get stuck.
Yeah, always do the other checks in top left waterways before doing the Mosk Shard. I'm sure
Unless
every
you have
experienced runner has learned that on their own skin.
Okay, Skate is heading over to pick up his D-Dark at
Yeah.
D-Dark.
His entrance to Seamount a lot easier with the dash. No longer need for air stalls. And also navigating Seamount will be a lot faster.
Yeah.
It turns out us hating on Skate for doing Trump passing to racing routes might have actually saved him time.
That's
He gets
true.
to do all of this with dash. 13 grubs for Skate. I think the 14 is all we need, so probably won't be seeing too many more grubs being saved.
Unfortunately. And Blue getting that tram pass.
Yeah. Also, Blue finally doing False Knight. Which, it's False Knight, you always delay this check. I think Red Team has already done it, so it won't be clock here, but good to do.
Has Red Team done this check? I don't remember seeing it on the side.
I feel like I have. Sure. Well, we have Aksel in chat. I think they can confirm or deny. Gate getting the Pogax.
Restreamer says that they don't think that Red has done False Knight yet.
Okay, I could just be hallucinating then.
Skate skipping up into Crystal Peak through the spike tunnel.
Yeah. Doing this with dash is not that bad. It's still out of logic though, so this is not getting them any closer to claw.
No, but this I can understand.
I suppose, yeah. It's just C-Pix too. I'm not sure how much I like it. Well, Axel back to top left waterways. It should be a lot better with the wings and the dash. The fluke air stall. I love this. I love this from Axel. Now they are
Yeah,
stuck down here, but
and
this is
they are now
amazing.
stuck. So meanwhile, we're seeing Queen's Gardens out of Frog.
Yeah,
And
this is
Elegant
in
Key
logic.
in Ancestral Mound. Fully in logic.
Well, red has elegant key, so I was correct. They have done Force Knight already.
Okay.
More. Do they have infection? No, they don't have infection. They had to have done Force Knight. We see Skate abusing the Dream Nail on CG1, which does not wake him up, and now obliterating it with Shade spells.
Alright.
Collector's Map.
Blue now has enough Rancid Eggs for that Shade Cloak.
An element upgrading their nail in the middle of the second Soul Warrior fight. You love to see it.
You really do.
I feel like you always forget you have nail upgrades that you haven't used, and then you realize you're doing no damage to the boss and put them on. Now,
Free
in
Mark
this,
Pride behind Elegant Key, which is nice, but it's not a major.
yeah, I was going to say, in this scenario, you probably wouldn't want to upgrade your nail, because with just wings you like to do some enemy pogos. But if Element plans to just follow logic and look for claw, it might be correct to upgrade. Skate getting bullied by these Crystal Hunters.
Yeah, Crystal Hunters are just rude. And there's Dash Master.
After claw, that's the best check in the game. And equips it immediately. You'll love to see it. And
There's
Element's
also
going to get
Sprint
the claw.
Master at Seer. I'd like to see the teams go back and grab that.
How many notches was it?
I will say I don't remember.
Okay. And now Aksel is going back to cliffs. Unfortunately, has the lantern, which means they spend the time on journeys.
Yeah. Okay, that is Red's 7th.
And there we go. The nail upgrade actually punished Element here. He could not get to the grub in Basin.
Yeah. Red has their 7th Rancid Egg, by the way, so they just need to go get their Shade Cloak.
Yes. However, after you already have the first dash, you are no longer in such a rush to get the second.
That's true.
Skate trying a lever skip, which sadly does not exist.
Yeah,
And
not
that
in
chest
Crystal
is
Peak.
not checkable. Or, well, it is checkable, but not in a pleasant way. I think we have
Yeah.
Elegy. Meanwhile, Basin Simple Claw not living up to its expectations. You hate to see
Truly
that.
unfortunate.
And we're seeing Frog do the Deepness Mimics, which is probably one of the best rooms when you're looking for grubs.
Yes.
You generally get 4 grubs here. In this case, it was just 3. One of the Mimic happened to actually be a Mimic. And Skate does pick up the Shade Cloak immediately.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to put this off.
Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't do the wiggle for fast GG. It's nice.
Or the look
No
down.
glitches. Seeing a broken vessel fight from Element. And this makes sense, since you already went to base in Simple Claw, you don't want to warp out.
Yeah.
No. Frog is in Light Deep Nest. I think this is the first time I see Light Deep Nest, and I think it's in Logic, because you can go there from QG completely in Logic.
Yes.
And oh, it could be Sharp Shadow.
It could
Sharp
be.
Shadow would be such a mean location for Claw.
There's free Shaman Stone, by the way, at Monarch Wings.
And Element gets rewarded. Aksel also going towards QG apparently. The runners have really followed each other a lot, it feels, and I like to see it.
Alright, Element doing Lostkin now.
Okay, we have what, two nail upgrades, I wanna say. Sadly, blue team is not using the updated tracker, so we can't see exactly. But this should be a fast fight with D-Dark. And I don't think they got the time to equip the Shaman, but they have Flux on.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, those are still Flux from a base VS, so probably shouldn't be used too much, but they're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch.
Frog is doing a right side in Light Deepness, cannot do Sharp Shadow because this is the wrong team.
Skate trying to skip into Edge, not getting it.
Looks like they're just going to try again.
Yeah.
It is not an easy skip.
No, it's not.
See? I think if Skate dashed instead of using that second shriek, that would have worked. And you also have the small problem with wings that in very rare occasions you can get the dash under the platform but then not make it to the platform with the wings.
Yeah.
I guess just gives up on it for now and gets the Cyclone from Grubs. It's nice to see that Crossroad 0.
Okay, Element picking up that Shade Cloak.
If they're picking this up specifically for Frog to go to Sharp Shadow, I really like this play. Even if they just pick it in general, I like the play. No reason not to do it, as you said earlier. Frog getting annoyed with these Carver Hatchers, I think they're called.
Yes.
And the way you're supposed to do this is you just kill all the minions and then the enemies become pokeable. And now when they're no longer needed, the small Hatchers jump up as well, as usual. Yeah. Kate is following into Basin. Chivoid is in on blue team side, so we know they will not find too much. They will find that Shaman.
We're seeing Weaver's Den over on Aksel, which we've seen that as well. So the only new things we're seeing here, I believe, are coming from Frog.
Yes. Sounds about right. And they're also logical new things. There's a very good likelihood of seeing the claw there. It's about time, I would say.
Aksel realizing he has Flukes on.
That's funny. You're expecting that big, strong Shade Soul to destroy the wall, then they're just small fish popping.
Yeah, and it's just Flukes instead. Skate, don't die.
Scale got this. Do you do Broken Vessel in any percent? I guess in the new route you do. Yeah. You do in Nisma's route. You have to.
we're going to see some Lost Kin action from Skate.
Frog just walked to Galleon and decided they don't want Galleon. I guess you can't get the lifeblood, but you can still fight Galleon. That was weird turnaround. Okay. Someone in
One thing
chat
I would like
saying,
to see from one of these teams, I know it's out of logic at this point, was to take that lower tram over to Kingdom's Edge.
yeah, that is a very good idea actually. You do need to pogo bees to get any checks. So actually, I don't think you do.
You do not need to, no.
In that case, it might be logic.
I don't think we have logical right side city access, do we?
I mean, you just have deepness access. You have deepness hot spring from QG.
Oh, you're right. You're right, it is in logic then.
That is a very, very good awareness. Let's see if the runners do it. Officer might do it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice. And there was in fact a major sharp shadow, but it was a hair run of the claw. Still good to have, still required.
Yeah.
Kate also having fun with Lost Skin, I see.
Yeah, and that was their last Deepness major.
I mean, about time, I suppose. As they've done DV stuff, they've done Weaver's Den, they've done Tramway. It was
Yeah.
this and Nosk at this point.
This Nosk and the stuff behind Mantis Lords, I think.
Oh yeah, good point. Fungal core stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Aksel also doing Sharp Shadow. You'd love to see it. This is just their first source of infection. So probably Black Egg won't be relevant anytime soon.
Especially not with Crossroads being 0.
Yes, good point.
Alright, we're seeing that edge play from Frog right now.
And that Ismas we were laughing about earlier actually gives them logical access to.
Oh, there's Claw.
Yeah. Okay, that is a huge advantage.
Yeah. We'll see how long it takes Aksel to get there.
Yeah, for the sake of a good race, really hope Axel just follows.
Yeah.
Oh, Skate is there. Oh, that's perfect. Not sure how they got there, but hey,
Hidden station
first race.
stack, probably. Yeah.
Yes, so about the bracket, these teams are seeded 16 and 17. So on paper, it's supposed to be the most competitive match of the round, and so far, it's really delivering. I love what I'm watching.
Yes, almost perfectly synchronized dashes and claws.
Now, sadly, red team doesn't have the check counter. I would love to see how close they are on checks. I feel like they would be within 5.
Yeah. So we're seeing a bit of divergence from Frog and Skate. Frog checking right side of Waterways. Skate just going straight into Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah, I suppose at this point you don't really care anymore. You have the claw, you can full clear everything, and you just need to hope that the Woken Dreamnail and Sea Dash aren't too late. I feel like one of the worst things that can happen to you in one of these races is you have like 5 majors left. One is Dreamnail, one is Sea Dash, and they are in White Palace. Okay, doesn't have the Ismas. I don't remember where we found that. We'll have to go around near Oro.
Monument in Crystal Peak. I didn't catch where exactly that was. I think it was the Hall Room Totem.
Oh, okay. That was accessible early.
And there's Crystal
Dash and
Heart in
Sanctum.
back of Sanctum.
Yeah, speak of the devil and it shall appear. I like this by Axel. Getting Claw and going straight to Sanctum is always a good idea.
Yeah.
And a
Fragile
Fragile
Strength.
Reed.
Yeah, Fragile Strength and Fragile Greed, both going to be nice. Dirtmouth is 0, but
That's such an awesome sync on the fragiles, almost at the same time.
yeah. Looks like Frog is trying to go to Junk Pit,
Well, they
struggling a
can. They
bit with
just need to
the
get them.
Trans Dash.
Yeah, get it relatively
Yep.
quickly. Meanwhile, Skate is below Oro. And yeah, we will see a lot more divergence now because
Swimming
all
Junk
the
Pit. So that
that's
will
funny.
that'll tell them that Crystal Heart is not too far away in the progression.
Yes. That is a very good thing to keep track in general. I'm not sure if they're still keeping track of things like this now with all the map accessible, but yeah, very good point. And we're seeing a crown check from Element. Well, I feel like whenever I look at Red Team, one of them is on 1 HP.
Yeah.
But none of them have
I
died
suppose
yet.
that's the speedrunner thing. The most important HP is the last one.
Yeah.
There's
Dreamgate or
Dreamgate
Crown?
at Hollowness Crown and Shade Soul at Fluke Marm.
Well, that is a bit of an advantage in major items now from Blue Team. I don't think that's too big. I think Red will just do those areas relatively quickly and get the majors.
Yeah. I also don't believe Blue has been to Edge at all, which is going to take some time to just get there.
Well, the claws were in Edge, so I assume both teams went all the way to Oro. That would be
Walls were in Lower
weird.
Edge. Element did not actually go to Oro. Element, I believe, went to Isma's Tier because of how many were in Waterways still.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, seeing Markov from Skate.
Yeah, so whoever
Seeing Markov die from Skate.
whoever used the Dragon on Red Team has not upgraded their nail yet. And that could be Skate. Because
Yeah.
that was a nail 0 mark on HP. I can tell that much.
Okay. So, White Fragment at Dung Defender, King's Brand in Waterways.
Nice. And a Soul Tyrant fight from Element. I think Skate missed this, or just skipped it.
Yeah. There's the last Dream Nail, I believe, in Waterways at one of the upper totems.
Oh, that's huge. I feel like Red Team should just snowball this straight into White Palace.
Well, Red Team doesn't have that Awoken Dream Nail yet.
Oh. Is it Blue Team who got it?
Blue
Or
Team got
does
the
each team
Dream
have...
Gate at Crown.
Oh, each team has a different Dream Gate. Okay,
Correct.
yeah. Checks out.
Also, Kingdom's Edge has Spore Shroom for us.
Nice, which is completely useless without gimmicks.
Yeah,
Will hopefully become relevant soon.
Frog on his way to that Woken Dream Nail, and the elevator pass, which I didn't even notice was there.
Yeah, that's very nice. And now, well, no, Blue Team's still looking for that C dash, which Element will find immediately after the Soul Tyrant fight. And then
Yes.
they can go into White Palace early.
Yeah, and it looks like Frog is already headed towards White Palace.
Okay. I actually like this. Like, without knowledge, you could have C dash be in Atrium.
Yeah. You could even have it as the second check-in Path of Pain for all we know.
Yes.
Or for all they know. Voidheart at Soul Tyrant.
Okay. Element making the correct play by fighting Tyrant here. I guess they did have a lot of damage, so it makes sense.
We know there's nothing at the end of White Palace, by the way. We did get a preview from Frog, 150 Essence.
Yeah. And Frog sure is happy seeing the C dash now. and makes his White Palace a lot more pleasant, especially left side atrium.
Axel skipping over to right side waterways. And yes, red did skip Tyrant.
That's something I would normally do and get punished, and Skate is in color. Has anyone noticed why? There's a question for chat. We can assume there was some major there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Frog doing White Palace. I think that's the only new stuff we have.
Yes.
This color is really not being nice to Skate.
No, it's not.
Or every enemy is being obnoxious. So, if I can read the tracker correctly, does that say 4 nail upgrades?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then no matter what color tries to do, Skate will be fine. No strength equipped though.
No strength and
Oh,
using surprisingly few nail art.
oh no, it is equipped. It's green on the tracker. I thought it would one-shot Aspid at nail for strength. I guess not.
Alright, we are seeing Element go to Abyss. I really
I
like this because they can full clear down here.
I think it's also guaranteed to be that. They've done Loskin already. They've done Hidden Station already. So whatever hasn't been checked is in Abyss.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how blue does have a major advantage, but a lot of this is just Skate being in color and not doing anything for a few minutes.
Yeah, just the edge stuff being relatively slow.
I would say the one big advantage that blue has is that Void Heart at Tyrant.
Yes, that's
Because
huge.
red could just walk back to Sanctum later, or red could start doing things like Collector. And
Yeah.
if red starts doing things like Collector, that's when the seed snowballs.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Of course, we could have a seed where Collector is something as well, because I
Frog.
don't believe we know where that last city major.
Where are we going, Frog? I don't think I've seen this room in the last year or so.
You have to do it if you don't have dive, but Frog, you have dive.
I'll get through it quickly enough that I won't complain too much.
Yeah. Okay, Axel about to get that last deep nest major.
Abyss being a bit stingy with element, there's nothing in the left side checks. I don't think we've seen Void Art yet this tournament. I would like to see some Abyss climb. Ah, what? Did Aksel just get the King's Idol? Oh no, it was the Awoken Dream now. Okay.
Yeah.
That was such a good play by
Woken
Red.
Dreamnail was at Kalo.
Yeah, that was very good by Skate. They realized they need early White Palace access and did Kalo now for it. I really like this.
Also, I was definitely wrong about Deep Nest and not at all confusing that with my seed earlier today.
Yeah, it happens sometime.
Also, it looks like you're getting your wish. Element's doing Void Climb.
I also missed why, but we will see soon enough.
Yeah.
Officer doing the worst thing in the entirety of White Palace, including Path of Pain. This stupid corridor with the saw blades. This is not pleasant.
Chat is informing us that Void Heart was Lurian.
At least that's worth doing an Abyss climb for. If it was like Defender's Crest, they probably would be a bit annoyed. And I'm surprised that White Palace 9 didn't lead into a White Defender. I think not even a Dung Defender.
It did lead into Dung Defender. There's a white fragment there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very nice climb by Element.
I'm more surprised that there was only one thing in Jungle, one major in Jungle.
It was swim because of course it was.
Of course it was.
For going up first, I definitely do not like this. With
I
three
would
majors
agree.
in City and only one unknown thing left in Upper Palace, you are guaranteed to need at least two things from Path of Pain.
Yeah. Wonder how comfortable Frog is with Path of Pain in general.
Well, they're gonna have to be if they want to finish the seed.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like they've played
Also,
Rando for
Frog
long
going around
enough.
the long way.
Yep,
There's a Lantern Pogo you can do here to skip this entire section.
it looks like Officer is not familiar with the speedrun strats from White Palace.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, unless you watch people do it, and not many people stream their randos, you would not know about them.
Yeah.
I've never seen this thing. Like, these lances, I don't remember ever seeing them. I barely know where we are. Okay, now I recognize it. Oh, Aiden, why did you say this, Aiden? Yeah, if Officer does the Telspike corridor, that would be extremely sad. Yeah. And Skate also following into White Palace. Doing a very clean movement, from what I can see.
Christ Element got Void Tendrils Journal Entry before Shade Cloak. And there's Decrest. So that
Yeah.
is Abyss done.
Yeah, I was wondering about the base in one, but yeah, that was the stream delay. Or not stream delay, but delay between Officer and Element, because the tracker is on Element side. Yeah, now, out of nowhere, Blue Team are looking close to the final run, but they really need to go into Kingdom's Edge, like, as soon as
Yes, they
possible.
have to go to Kingdom's Edge.
I do not want to see an end of the seed where Element is just chilling in Black Egg while Officer is starting Kalo. That would be like the worst case scenario. So Officer is doing this. This is painful to do. Gets it first try.
I mean, I feel like it's not that bad, but it's certainly less easy than just doing skip. At least if you were to ask me.
For sure, it's easier to do the skip, even if you fail it once or twice. I guess the one good thing about this is Frog is probably quite practiced in doing this, and maybe that helps with his platforming and movement overall. And we see Skate making
There's
the
Love
exact same
Key.
decision.
So looks like it was the right decision after all.
Yeah, I suppose now you get to warp out of Path of Pain early. It
Unless,
was
of
not.
course, it's Seal of Binding, which would be hilarious.
It would be. It was not the correct play. Let this be clear for everyone in chat. It just happened to work out.
Yes.
Oh, and with the first check in Path of Pain being a major, this could actually pay off massively. And again, Skate is doing the same thing, so there won't be any disadvantage to any team because of this.
Yeah, looks like Skate got through White Palace a lot faster than Frog did, though. Also, Skate did not preview the end of White Palace at all, which not going to punish him too much.
Yeah, I don't know what Skate runs, but from chat I read that they may run True Ending.
Through ending,
And
yeah.
if they run True Ending, you would expect them to do Vanilla Palace quite well. And this advantage will matter, because I think they entered a few minutes late and now they're almost at the same spot.
Yes.
And with how they're playing, there's a real chance Skate finishes Path of Pain before Officer.
Absolutely. We'll see how familiar Skate is with Path of Pain. Which it looks like Skate's pretty familiar with.
Oh, going for
Looks like Skate is
nice
very
grind.
familiar with.
Yeah. Skate Gaming, you love to see it. And they don't get menu storage. I did not check if they stood up after getting the King Fragment check, but it looks like they did. They were aware of the danger.
Yeah. Frog making through room 2 of Path of Pain pretty cleanly.
Yeah, you love to
And
see
there's
that.
the last White Palace Major.
That is very nice for Officer. I know the room he was just in, if you don't know the speedrun strat, which I fear he may not, it's horrible without knowing the pogo and the saw blade on the right.
So we're finally seeing Edge out of blue.
Yep. With 5 majors remaining, there is a chance that Element will just wait for Frog to do color 1, which is unfortunate. And now we are seeing the 2 best words in the English language, Watcher Knights. I think they are new checks, and I think they're extremely likely to be majors.
Yes, I don't think we've seen Watcher Knights at all.
Aksel going for Traitor Lord, I see, which is also a new check. Yep.
Have we seen the right side of Queen's Gardens already?
I've
Yes, we
seen
have.
someone go to Lofty. I know that for sure. I don't remember who.
Yeah. I think we've seen both teams do that. And there's the Dupe Dupe Dash in City of Tears behind Watcher's Fire.
Of course, it would be there. I guess the other 2 dashes were both reasonable, so this one deserves to be a bit cursed. The Element going back into Fungal.
And that is Traitor Lord down on Aksel's side.
Oh yeah, I guess with Frog doing Kingdom's Edge, Element has to go back and do everything Frog had left in both QG and in Fungal.
Yeah, we still don't know where either of those majors are, by the way.
I think it's almost guaranteed to be at White Lady, and it is a dive at White Lady.
Yep, dive at White Lady.
Yeah, and as chat is saying, definitely would love to see more restreamed races and more streamed races in general. But yeah, we can understand it might be a bit of a hassle to organize. And what are we even looking for? It's just the check and fungal.
Yep, just the check and fungal that we don't know.
I assume fungal core at this point. I think no team went back to fungal core after getting the claw.
I think you are correct, and I think we've seen everything else with the possible exception of Pilgrim's Way Totem.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Wait, have we seen Overhoot?
I don't think we've seen Pancakes. I think if somebody was doing Pancakes, you would be looking at Pancakes for like 5 minutes straight. Oh. That's how Elder could be.
Well, someone clearly did Pancakes because it wasn't on Element's map.
Okay, fair enough. And Frog choosing to do lower edge first, like Oro side, is generally an okay decision, but very, very unfortunate for this particular seed.
Yeah, not going to pay off here, unfortunately.
Element is going to Pilgrim's Way. And gets a charm.
And it's a charm knock. Skate.
Nah, Skate got this. Like, they have to be on 1 health because they're a speedrunner.
Touche.
They're overcharmed, so that 1 health had to be 2 health. Not above Mantis Village. Oh, has Blue Team not done Mantis Lords at all?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that might delay them a bit, but what they don't know is that Element has all the time in the world to do these checks. Okay. The claw is already checked. apparently.
Red, meanwhile, doing Elder Who.
Oh, that abyss climb by Skate. This is practice movement.
Yep,
As it,
this is the TE runner coming out.
yep. I love to watch this.
I should just go back and study that for my own abyss climbs.
Yeah, we need to frame this. We need to clip it and pin it in the Rando Discord channel. According to chat, Axel likes Elder Who about as much as everyone else does, which is not surprising. And yeah, Axel also following in Elements path.
Skate healing. I didn't know
What?
it was possible.
That's illegal. I guess it's because they were on 4 HP and one hit from a sibling would one-shot them.
Yeah, and they still don't have Void Heart. So, there's a Charm Notch to make it irrelevant.
Yep. That's why speedrunners never heal, because you know it won't ever matter. No. I kind of feel like Red would be really far ahead after that Soul Tyrant, because of how long the color is going to take. Yeah, but with the Soul Tyrant, I feel like Blue has this right now. It's still very close.
I mean, I don't know how much of Crystal Peak Red has done yet. And with the Major at Hollowness Crown, that could take a while.
You are correct. Hollowness Crown is generally the last thing to do in C-Peak.
Okay, getting Fungal Core now, and there's the Fungal Major in City Crest.
Okay. And now... Oh, no, that's on Red Team side. It's
Yep,
good
and
for them to have
Element
this
is headed
cleared.
up there right now.
They should split City and C-Peak. And depending on Aksel's luck in deciding what to do in City, this could decide the race.
Yeah.
And good bench. It's a good start.
This is not the right direction, though.
That's not the right way. Like, of course they couldn't know this. Redo and re-yelling at the screen. Frogs saw the checking color and kept going. Maybe
Grabbing
they
the
are not
bench.
aware. You get hard saved if you enter color.
Sure, but you don't get healed.
Oh, that is true, yeah. I forgot. Officer is not a speedrunner. He wants to heal sometimes.
Yeah.
Element
Starting
remembering the
stack at
QG tag.
Salubra getting bought. That is very good knowledge from Blue Team. I don't actually know if Red Team did that. I feel like they did.
I think so, yes. Oh, and Axel going to Watchers. This is actually not wrong. There is a major behind Watchers.
Yeah, there is a major here.
Frog doing Kalo, and when Frog finishes Kalo, Blue is finished. I don't think Element could be slower than Kalo.
So unless we see like a death to Trader Lord or something, which is not out of the question with Trader Lord being Trader Lord.
Yeah. Especially if he abuses his strongest attack, which is just walking,
Just walking into you.
Yeah, this is still very exciting. And I really do wish I could see the check counter.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Red has been really fast as well in their clear and not just Blue.
They have.
Yeah, Axel enjoying watching Knight way more gear than he would ever have had before in whatever his speedruns. I don't think you do
Axel feeling
Fluke
very
Watchers.
spoiled.
And Oh, Element going straight to Traitor Lord. I think that may have been the last thing they had left, even if it wasn't very convenient.
Yeah.
And Shrieking him in the ceiling. You love to see it.
Skate, what are you doing? Skate, there's no check over here.
There's the Mimic. There could be 2 corrupts there. C Dash is back, enjoying the scenery of Sea Peak.
Alright, what does Aksel do here?
That's make or break. I don't like that Dream Gate there. I don't even know where they're going with that Dream Gate, to be honest. Nailsmith? I feel like they're buying for Nailsmith check. Okay, yeah. And Element has
Skate
secured
doing
the
deep
dive.
focus better than I could ever hope to.
Yeah, in general, we've seen some extremely clean movement by Skate.
Yeah.
Was
Especially
he
in
the world
areas that
record
overlap
holder?
at all with like any speed run.
Yeah, like, was Skate the record holder for 1-2 190%? I feel like that might be the case.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I think Axel just bought L4.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that they got the payload, unlucky that it wasn't required. And yeah, and Frog is done with the color already. And I don't see a world in which Red comes back from this.
Yeah, it would take some ugly chain dying on Blue's part.
Let's not curse this. I don't expect it to happen. They've played really, really well so far.
I don't expect it to happen either, but this game is stupid. You never know.
And Element might actually be the one to die if somebody dies because he has Lifeblood or Joni's Blessing on. So he cannot heal between Radiance phases. Now, normally on 11 health shouldn't matter, and I believe it will not matter, but there is a risk here.
Oh no, Axel's going to Collector.
Oh no. To be fair, if I had to choose, I would prefer to do Collector over Tyrant.
I would too, but
So going on top of King Station. Imagine if
very
this was it. Imagine if this was the major they were missing.
Have Axel and Skate not done above King Station yet? Doesn't look like it.
They didn't pop off as check in recent items, so I guess Axel just double checked it.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, they didn't
Oh,
check above King Station.
Element laughing at me and just doing damageless radiance.
Yeah.
Very, very well played.
Who needs to heal if you just don't get hit?
Yeah. Now, will we see the Underblood for perfect credit? Hell yeah.
Yes, we will.
GG to Element. Very, very well done.
Good Collector Scream skip from Skate.
And also having fun with Nail 4 one-shotting everything.
Yeah. Completely destroying Collector.
And meanwhile,
Axel about to get the bad news.
Axel is looking at the map and can't realize what's left, which is understandable. That
Yeah,
essence doesn't really look like anything. But they haven't checked Iki as well.
yeah.
I feel like you duel against Ki before Collector, but maybe they just forgot.
I feel
about
like you do it before the stuff above King Station. You have Sanctum stuff.
Okay, officer, having a bit of a rougher fight than Element.
Frog.
Oh god. Not this is climb. This should not go wrong. I've fallen off a climb before, and officer will not. I thought they were gonna jump into that laser.
Me too.
Okay, we
But
got
no death there.
Yeah, that's GG's for blue team.
Yeah.
I assume red will finish since they're just at one major. And Axel not skipping through the floor. I guess they probably haven't opened it yet. In Sanctum.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like it was Skate who did Soulmaster as well. I hope I'm wrong. Oh no, the lever was already open, so it was Axel.
Yeah, it was Aksel.
Yeah, honestly, out of all the races I've watched so far, this may have been the most competitive one.
Agreed.
And
I
Axel
didn't
Skate
see.
definitely looking like the scariest team in lower bracket right now.
I didn't see Sawa Amy versus Radigan Eclipse. Apparently, that was a very good race as well. But
Yeah, yeah, that was not restreamed, sadly. No idea what happened. Yeah, Red realizing now that they're literally going to last location City of Tears. And of
yeah,
all the areas in the game, City of Tears is the most painful to last location.
absolutely. Because there's several just awful checks in the city.
And yeah, like Oko saying in chat, the fact that this is the seed 16 versus seed 17 really fits nicely.
Yes. That is Tyrant down.
Yeah, Axel not happy, spamming the wings in Enga,
Yeah,
which I wouldn't be happy either, to be fair.
I would be very unhappy about this.
And it's Void Heart as well.
Yup.
Yeah. Now, let's see how the speedrunners do the T fight. I'm expecting very well. Never skip Tyrant again. Yeah, I feel like skipping Tyrant will save you time a lot of the time. Will win you some races, but it will also lose you some races.
Yeah. Tyrant is one of those that usually either choice is pretty reasonable.
And the one you make is always the wrong one.
Always. Because this game is stupid.
And Skate's DHK dying very quickly. Love to see it. Now it's time for Radiance. And
Yeah, if you
Axel
have a
as
Dream
well.
Gate to spare there, that's absolutely a good thing to do. But it also means you can't use your Dream Gate for a long time. Generally.
Yeah. I don't know what damage Axel had when he went there for the first time. Like, if you have Shade Soul and Shaman, then yeah, it's reasonable to do it immediately. If you don't,
I,
it's very reasonable to skip it.
I don't think Aksel had that much. I think Aksel went right after getting Claw, which is completely reasonable.
Yeah, I think we even called it was the correct play at that point.
Yeah.
We can Dreamnail Radiance on spawn. That's interesting tech. Don't think
Yeah,
it's
you
faster
can.
than just hitting her, but what was that phase? That was like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it. No under plateau. This is disappointing. And Axel doing Fluke Radiance.
And
I
Skate just
assume
playing
that
Jump Rope.
is Fluke Radiance also a T strat? I'm starting.
It's a TE strat, yes.
Why would you
It's
get
a
that?
theoretical TE route.
Why would you get Fluke in T? Isn't that far off from anything?
Flukes are flukes. That's really all I have to say here.
Is it just okay? If it's just for the damage, that's insane. Although I guess on 1-to-1 flukes are a lot more broken than on our current patch.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I remember the bug on 1-to-1 with flukes, and it's coming back to me now. And Axel does do underplat. Good
You'll
job,
love to
Axel.
see that.
We appreciate you.
GG's to all the runners.
Yeah, not much to say other than very, very good race.
Yeah. Like, if I were in the lower bracket, I would not want to face off against these two.
Which is lucky for everyone because Skate and Axel actually get a bye in the next round. Since we had 31 players in total, not 32 in the tournament, two teams get a bye. Or like Aiden and I got a bye in the first round, and now Axel and Skate get a bye in losers round one. So Axel Skate goes straight to loser round two, where we have no idea who they will fight yet. While Frog and Element play against Aiden and I, hopefully next week.
64% for Skate and Axel, which I think was slightly higher than Element and Frog. I think they had either 62 or 63.
Oh yeah, I did not check. But yeah, again, a bit of a shame that Skate and Axel didn't have the check counter. I'm really curious how close that was. They definitely
Yes.
did more because they had to full clear city. And that's where a bit or a large part of their time sink was.
All right. Let's see, when is our next match?
Wednesday evening for Americans or Thursday early morning for Europeans.
Yep,
And that will be what Collie and Gidge versus Graslot and Dalek.
that is correct.
And I think that will also be a competitive match. And
Yes.
a lot of us
Hopefully,
won't be able to see it live, but I'm sure we'll all watch it back.
yes, hopefully we will see you all then. I will definitely be there because I'm doing commentary for it. So,
Hey, we get more Maso. Let's go. But yeah, of course, really want to thank you, Maso, for jumping on comms with me. This was really fun. And thanks to Marcus for taking the time to record this yesterday and then come back here today and stream it for everyone. It was a lot of
yes.
effort and we appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, Val, for doing co-coms, and again, thank you, Marcus, for restreaming this and recording this. This is a lot of effort.
I think with that out of the way, we can just let you go. Thank you for watching. Once again, this was really fun. And GG's.